Hello, my tea stirrers. Yes, I'm back on, but I got more to say. Velvet has a story to tell, and we're going to hear it. We're going to wait for a couple of more people to get up in here, and we're going to tell the story. Hey, lovely flowers. How you doing, sweetie? And thank you for World News for allowing me to use his content and anybody else if that I use their content. Thank you. Hey, Matt. Hi, I'm glad you're new to the channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that like, please hit that like. We're waiting for a couple of more people and we're going to get it started. And as usual, if you're watching the replay, you could just fast forward this little bit of waiting time and go straight to the action. And if you are new here and if you're watching the channel for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you. I'm ready to go. I'm supposed to be doing my other type of stuff, and I'm back on this. Mm-hmm. 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 We need one more. Wait for one more. Hey, Sarah. I really don't care for this one P in the screen. I tried my beat to cut her some slack. Oh, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Y'all already know how I feel. Y'all already know how I feel. But it's her story, and she's sticking with it, and she's sticking with it, and she's sticking with it. Her and Nature Boy, if you notice, at the same time, is trying to show us their human side. Her and Nature Boy at the same time is trying to show us their nice human side. We here for the shits. Okay, we ain't waiting no more. We going. Let's go. We ain't waiting for nobody else. We going.
Yeah, I'll wait on the rest of these trolls. All of you trolls, where you go? What? Let's go with it. Trolls.
I'm going to continue to share the stories that I have on separate occasions.
Trolls.
3 years, yes, my bad. 3 years ago today.
Troll,
3 years ago today, I joined Combination. And as time goes on, I'll be sharing, certain things that happen because I want to bring awareness to Instagram. I want to bring awareness to Facebook, wherever I can bring awareness to on the social media platform to let humanity know that carbonation.
I hope you guys can hear because it's really low.
It's not a healthy mindset. Then I'm going to speak up about it because I was there for a very long time. I know exactly what happens. I know exactly what goes on, and I myself endured that lifestyle, personally. And a lot of the times I left because I didn't agree with the lifestyle. I didn't agree how he was running the camp. I didn't agree the decisions he was making. I wasn't agreeing with him sleeping with multiple women, and as a whole bunch of heap of things that I wasn't in agreement with. And personally, just to give you a little bit more details overall, because I wasn't in agreement most of the time throughout me and his relationship, me and Nature Boy's relationship, our relationship became very physically abusive because I wasn't as willing to adopt his mindset and live out, you know, what he wanted me to do and be who he wanted me to be. So first and foremost, starting from the beginning, I know most of you have watched my journey, but this is going to be, me going back in my timeline and really just telling my story and putting it out there, right? So when I first left, when I first seen Combination, actually, it was 2 weeks before I got on a flight to leave the United States and Costa Rica to go to Costa Rica to live with Nature Boy. Omek was there at the time. Yaya was there. Flo with now his name is Key, or his name was Key. Now he changed it to Flo, but he was there. VP was there, and a couple other people was there at the time. When I first went, I never thought that I could be like with Nature Boy. So I never looked at him as physically attractive or in any type of way, in that matter. I had a very high respect for Nature Boy when I first went. I referenced to him as my higher self. Even before I got there, Omek had conversations with me about, you know, um, Nature Boy adopting or having the higher state of consciousness that we all in humanity need to know, in order to live a righteous lifestyle on the face of this earth. So I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to be a part of that process. I want to change humanity so that we can, live better and take care of each other better and make better decisions for the earth. Like I wanted to be a part of it. So I was into Omek. Omek was the first person that, or the only person actually, because I looked at everyone. I studied the people, like not studied them like in depth, but I studied who was there at the time, and Omek was the only person that I was drawn to. So I immediately contacted Omek. This is my personal experience. This is what happened. This is what happened to me on my journey. So once I contacted Omek, we hit it off. We both Aquariuses. I have a Cancer moon. He has a Capricorn moon. So, there was chemistry there, but it was a communication blockage due to certain influences that was behind the scenes from Nature Boy that, influenced our
She
relationship
got to get her a new camera.
you
She's
know,
so
much
dark
more
and
toxic
so
than
low.
what it would have been if we had joined to, if me and Omek had joined to be together without Nature Boy or outside of his camp. So when I got with Omek, I did not ever know that Nature Boy was into me. I never like thought never crossed my mind because I wasn't there to be with him. I wasn't there to have sex with him or to have a child with him or to do any of those things. I simply wanted to be under him to learn the knowledge that he was teaching so that I could implement it and put it, out into the world and help humanity evolve from that state. And the whole time that I was there with Omek, living there with Omek at Nature Boys Camp in Costa Rica for 9 months on top of the hill, there were secret feelings on Nature Boy's behalf. So Omek was picking up on all of these feelings, and I also was having dreams about having sex with Nature Boy and like all of the energy. Like, and I want to put this out there:
Yeah, tell
we
us.
don't understand energy as well as
Mm-mm.
we think we
We
do.
don't
We don't
understand nothing.
understand people as well as we think we do. When you are in an environment with someone and they don't tell you their intentions all the way, you can feel it. You'll be able to feel it, and we get these nudges. That's like we call it our intuition to tell us like this is bad, this is what I'm saying, like this is a good decision, this is not. But I was ignoring these things, so it started to pop up in my dreams, and I can tell you more detail along the line, like why I felt like Nature Boy's thoughts was interfering with mine when I was in his camp because I started having his thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I am a natural empath. I'm a natural
Mm-hmm.
absorber of energy. I'm a
So
Cancer.
you didn't see Nature Boy
Aquarius, so
coming.
I'm all about
Mm-hmm.
absorbing my environment
Mm-hmm.
and healing it and putting solutions there in case something is wrong or is out of balance. I'm a life path 9, so my job and my purpose, a part of my purpose here in the earth plane, is to restore balance upon the earth. You know, whether that may be an influence on people's lives or personally or on social media or whatever it is, but it is to, you know, restore balance. This is my job. So, um, in the essence of me picking up on Nature Boy's feelings and stuff like that, me and Omek got into many arguments about me being attracted to Nature Boy. I would always say no, that I'm not attracted to him because that's how I truly felt. And I couldn't really rationalize the dreams that I was having, but I also was honest. This is another thing about me in Carbonation. I was very honest about me, about my thoughts, about what I felt, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so no one can ever say like she lied or anything like that. I may have talked behind someone's back and
Mm-hmm.
said things that had gotten me in the hole that I am in today, but I've never was like lied about something and say, oh, I didn't never say that. I never do that. Like I always said and spoke up, you know.
That's a
So
lie. That's determined to be a lie.
I admitted to Omek in the essence I was having these dreams about having sex with Nature Boy and stuff like that. And months later, we get locked up in Costa Rican jail because Nature Boy refused to get our stamps. Every month you have to get your passport stamped, your U.S. passport stamped in Costa Rica and able to live there, as you know, or to continue to visit. Which he didn't get our passport stamped for 6 months. It was him, Nature Boy, me, Omek, Key, and at the time, which he called himself Israel now. He was Charm. It was us, and we didn't have our passport stamped, and everyone else did. So me and Omek was still together at this time. Fast forwarding, you know, there was a lot of things that was going on behind the dark with Nature Boy when me and Omek was together.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of things that I didn't see, a lot of things that Omek didn't see, a lot of things that a lot of people in the camp didn't see, except for the women who were up close to him. That's the only people who got a really good understanding of who he is, and that's why, in fact, all of the women keep leaving because the women are seeing him for who he truly is now.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, there are women who actually enjoy who he is, and so they stay, unfortunately. But that's a further along topic down the line. In that moment in time, when I was in Costa Rica and he had all of those women, he had Yaya, he had the girl whose name is Violet now, Stephanie, which is Faith or Serenity, Pocahontas, and much more other women. He had much more other women that came for like one day and then left after he had sex with them and he didn't agree or he didn't have good sex with them or something, and he would like tell them to that they have to go, that they have to leave. And for me, because I was with Omek, I didn't see his, you know, wrongdoings. It wasn't until one moment right before we had went to the Costa Rican jail, uh, Omek was denying me being in a relationship with me so much because he felt that Nature Boy liked me so much that he said that he didn't want to be in a relationship with me. So me and Omek had broke up in that moment. And as a woman, and I'm thinking about Nature Boy, he's telling me all these good things
Mm-hmm.
here. You know, he's also doing. I'm under the impression he's doing what I want to do in life as well. So as a woman, naturally, I'm like, okay, well,
Little
if you
girl.
want to love me and he don't want to love me, then I'll give you a chance. When I gave Nature Boy a chance, he had sex with me and he didn't like the sex between us, so he told me to go back to be with Omek. Now, I'm not the only victim of that circumstance. He's doing this same thing to all of the other women that's there. Zoka and Solar, Shiva and True,
Mm-hmm.
Aya and Tron. At
Mm.
one point, Aya, she was trying, he was trying to put Aya with so many dudes in combination. Aya never wanted to be with those guys because she only wanted to be with him. So, and then Ephraim and Caliban, all of these couples, Pice and the girl Shashed, all
Sunny
of these
C.
couples, that are together or that were together or that seemingly to be together, even flowing vibes, Rambo and Keith, Rambo and Serenity, all of these couples, I tell you, were torn apart or negatively influenced by Nature Boy's inability to keep his dick in his pants.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
Oh
Yes.
shit.
Mhm.
So there even were cases where
Oh
women felt
shit.
like they were pregnant, and it was like a whole bunch of commotion because all of the women are in competition for his approval and for his validation. So it becomes really weird. Like the environment gets really weird.
Like Baba.
And I'm sitting there like, Nature Boy, I don't know why you gotta be with them. You don't
Stop
even
that.
like them. And we would have these conversations in front of these girls' faces. Like, he doesn't like you. He doesn't want to be with you. I always tried to stop him from hurting other women. I always was like, you don't have to do that. You have everything you need right here. Like, I got you. Like, you good. Like, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to be with everyone so bad that he jeopardized all of his relationships, including the ones that's still there, which he doesn't realize it, and they don't realize it either because they're all under this spell of wanting to keep the command of fulfilling the knowledge and fulfilling a righteous lifestyle, but it's not really nothing righteous that's going on because it's covered up. It's underlined with lies. The foundation is lies. The foundation is not true. So as time went on of me, or before I got into the relationship with him, I watched these women go through it with him and they were leaving. So by the time he got an opportunity to be with me, because me and Omek have broken up again. After the first time me and Omek broke up, we got back together. Then a couple months later, after we got out of the Costa Rican jail, we traveled to Texas, and me and Omek broke up because I felt as though Omek actually was seeing Nature Boy for who he truly was. Omek didn't know how to verbally express that because there is a certain, I'm not calling nobody weak, I'm not calling nobody a punk, I'm not saying none of that because Omek is a very strong person because he faced Nature Boy multiple times and he told Nature Boy exactly how he felt and exactly what he was going to do, and he did it. So by the time me and Omek broke up, because he was coming off of the knowledge and I was like so stuck in it, I was like, this is the truth.
Thank you, darling Eva.
We were going away from each other, and so we broke up. No hard feelings. That's, that was a journey that was influenced by a demonic force. So Omek wound up leaving, and we traveled back to Mexico.
No, y'all left him stranded.
Nature Boy got together.
Remember? You left him stranded.
Nature Boy was trying to get Omek to stay there, and Omek just couldn't watch Nature Boy take the precaution that he did with me, and knowing and be in his face and say and believe who he say that he is. A man, righteous man, a man who's saying that he is honorable, does not do things like that. It's literally like he just sleeps with the women, and if wants to not like them and give them away, then that's what he's gonna do. But if he absolutely likes the woman, if he absolutely wants to be with her, he's not gonna share her with none of the other men. He's gonna let that be known. Which I was the only woman he did that with after the first time he gave me back to Omek. After the second time Nature Boy took me back, he never let me sleep with another man there. He always made me thinking about another nigga an issue. He always was insinuating sexual shit onto me. There was countless of videos that was documented on Instagram where he felt like I was flirting with Eliana in my arms with other men there.
Saw that one.
Like it was a whole bunch of crazy stuff that happened in this journey with Nature Boy. Because one thing for sure, if you know who you are and you know what you like and what you want in a relationship, when someone else does something in that situation to you, you're gonna realize that that's not what you want. That's not what you even doing, and that's actually what they're saying about you. What they're trying to put off on you or accuse you of, that's actually what they do. So be mindful of people that you're in relationships with who are accusing you of things and not trying to get no details, not trying to understand, not asking you questions about what's going on. Realize that that person actually might be doing what they're actually accusing you of doing. So look deeper than the surface on things when you're dealing with people. So I really felt like that in my relationship with Nature Boy. He constantly accused me of things. He constantly was video recording me because he made me angry about some allegation or some, provocation of my energy, like just and he took those precious moments and recorded them and put them online and made me look like a demon and made me said she's violent and she's this and she's that, when actually I was standing up for myself. I was actually, if you just take away my vessel and see my energy, I was actually standing up for the people that were there who can't speak up for themselves, who don't want
Open your treasure, girl.
Because they're so afraid. And this is why I was so physically abusive with Nature Boy now, because I always stood up now, not to the press for
flower.
Right.
I ain't messing with you.
Me and Nature Boy got together. When me and Nature Boy got together, it was the most beautiful thing I have ever experienced in my life with him.
Oh shit.
Like, seriously. And I'm not saying that to give him power. I'm saying that because that was my experience with him. Some people have certain things about themselves that they can use to manipulate a situation so well that it can have you feeling so high on life that nothing else matters. Nothing else is in front of you but that thing, if it makes you feel that good. But because I'm a natural woman, I want to be in nature. He used all of his tactics that he has to get me to where I am today, as far as continuing to be in a relationship with him. I definitely will take responsibility and keep and have had made decisions to keep being with him. The only thing that I want him to take responsibility for is manipulating me to do things that I didn't want to do in the relationship with him, and made it hard for me and forced me on the way out, forced me to leave him, forced me to not love him, forced me to not look at him as the person or the potential that I've seen. He made me see who he truly was, and that, that has nothing to do with me. That's his character. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't appreciate, how he manipulated everybody to do what he wanted, like what he wanted them to do. I'm not saying that I was innocent in anything as
I know
far
you're
as
not.
My decision making.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And my decisions was always to go back to be with him, because I felt that I could have our family together. He would actually change, not for me, but for the sake of his daughter, for the sake of his family, for the sake of him having multiple children that have kept leaving, the women kept leaving him because of this circumstance. He took responsibility, when in the time that I talked to him, but people who don't care about themselves, people who don't care about other people, they will actually admit to what they did and then double back and then do it to you again. And that's the kind of person that he is. Like, I caught him in the act, and the universe allowed me to catch him in the act just to show me, and I'm thankful, like, for that. You know what I'm saying? And that never was to say that situation that happened recently when I called him and I talked to him and all of that shit, that never was an agreement for me on my behalf to go back to Carbonation or be with him. He just put that out there to make me look like I want to go back so that y'all could turn against me and it's just be a whole heap of bullshit. But I will never put my daughter in that circumstance ever again. Like, there's things that I'm unraveling in my child's mind, in my mind, that is very hurtful, and a very traumatic experience. And I'm not going to allow her to endure that type of pain anymore when I could prevent it, when I could be the actual cause of a great lifestyle, a balanced lifestyle for her, with or without a father that means no well to her in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on period. Like, on some really serious shit. So, like I was saying, our relationship was so beautiful. I didn't realize that he was not really having sex with women in the first, I would say, like, the first couple months of our relationship. I didn't realize that he was wooing me. He was wooing me to the point where, you know how he online saying, I'm polygamous, I'm this, I'm that, she got with me knowing I'm polygamous, da-da-da-da-da. Yes, I knew that I got with him being polygamous, which I felt like I could be polygamous too, because I'm an open-minded person. Never did I want to have sex with the woman or have sexual engagement with the woman or anything like that. I just seen the benefit of building a family and shit like that. As far as, like,
you went both ways, girl.
People, you know what I'm saying?
You went both ways.
Having more help, having a village. I've seen that, and I was like, yeah, I could do it. But what I didn't realize was he wasn't having sex with women on purpose. He wasn't in multiple relationships in the beginning of our relationship on purpose. which he had did that to every other woman, like Pocahontas. He got with Pocahontas, but he was already with another woman. So no one was really without another woman with Nature Boy but me. And he used this time to really make me feel like so good, like so special, so this, so that, so golden, that he was going to like sneak another woman into our relationship. Like he couldn't just do with me what he was doing with the other women. Like he had to coerce me. You know what I'm saying? So at the point where I realized that he was talking to women behind my back, he was doing shit behind my back, he was saying all kind of crazy shit about me to these other women, calling me childish, immature, saying that I'm a little girl and all this extra shit to the other woman, and trying to get that woman to like come basically, you know, boss me around. You know, I started talking to him about it, like being verbal about it, and he would get angry.
She's trying to clear her name. No wonder she's talking.
Really quick.
He was talking soft too.
She was virginity when we was in Belize, and women would just come for like a day, and he would have sex with them, and then they would leave, or they would come for a couple days, and they would still have sex with them, and then they would leave. Like it was always about sex, and I started picking up on it. So I started trying to stop him from having sex with these women, which that only made him go harder. So it became a tug of war at that point, and it became a situation where we wasn't focused on the knowledge anymore. We wasn't focused on building a family. We wasn't focused on our brand new child coming into the world and being there for her. We wasn't focused on none of that. But the only thing we were focused on was fucking other women. And I sit here today on February 27th, 4 years from now, 3 years from now, with a child from the circumstance, and I realized the reality that I have manifested myself, that I have manifested for myself fucking with him. And what's even more weirder about the Nature Boy thing is that all of the women that's around him, these are not older women. These are not, the only oldest one is Aya. And I'm not going to give my personal thoughts on Aya at the moment, but she's the oldest out of all of the women, and all of the other women are 25 and under. These women are not women who have a lot of experience when it comes, you know, to men or being with men, or some of them are like prostitutes and whores, like will sleep with multiple men and not care. And like, it's sad the self-esteem that runs with the women. And I was actually like starting to implement, because I'm not that, I started to find a way to implement certain things that I knew as a woman, how to take care of myself and how to be there for myself and love myself. And
she's at live.
She
like exing
to everybody in combination, but no one in combination ever who's there currently. They don't talk about why they want me there. They don't talk about my talents and my attributes and why they want me there. They just talk about how I left and how I'm not no good because I turned against Baba G, when Baba G is actually a fucked up one. But needless to say, all of the women who are young there, he's constantly calling them immature. He's constantly calling them weak. He's constantly saying that they're not on his level and he needs a real woman and all of this stuff. Well, does that make you a pedophile? Does that make you a pedophile because you're fucking with people or women who you feel like are children, who you feel like are young women?
Ooh,
does that make you
under the
that's
belt?
The only kind of women that you attract to you?
Ooh.
Does that make you a pedophile?
Ooh.
On top of that, you wanted me, Nature Boy wanted me to raise Eliana in that kind of environment. So that would mean that I would have to expose Eliana to sexual acts on a daily basis, or sexual energy on a daily basis, and have her mind grow up and develop much more faster than what it needs to at the age that she is. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're implying?
That what you did?
And if so, that makes you a sick motherfucker, and you need to be in jail. Period.
Ooh.
Because you are fucking over women at this point. You don't care about women. You don't care about children. You don't care about nothing.
Ooh.
You just want to fuck. You just literally, you have sex demons. And something that happened to me when I went back. One of the times that I went back, every time I went back to be with Nature Boy, it was under the agreement that we would be monogamous and we would build our family and we would, be there for each other. So one time I went back.
Okay.
And, I was like, we was in Cookie's house. We was in Georgia, and I put a family meeting or whatever. And I was like, I'm about to show y'all and Nature Boy how he is being a demon right now, and how he's letting his demons play out. And everybody was like, oh my God, like we all got ready for it. And it was like a whole pep rally. It was like a whole thing, right? And me and Joy, we actually sat there and proved to Nature Boy how he was being a demon through his astrological chart. His new one, not his old one, his new one. Me and Joy, we sat there and we told him how he was being a demon. You know what this nigga had to say? What if my demon's playing out so you can overcome yours? I said, listen, I know I could be immature at times and shit like that, but I'm not a demon to the point where I'm injecting negativity in motherfuckers' lives or destroy motherfuckers' lives. Before you, Nature Boy, anybody who I have got in contact with, who I grew up with, people who I grew up with can vouch for me.
Well, OMAC can't vouch.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you did OMAC dirty.
The people who I grew up with.
You did him dirty. He can't vouch for that.
I just found it to be, funny and sad at the same time. Like,
don't you start. Don't you start with them fake tears, girl. Don't you do it.
every time I stood up for somebody in combination, it was a woman.
You gotta think about that one, right? You gotta think about it.
I never wanted Malia to be in the predicament that she's in right now. I never wanted to see her be sick the way she is right now. I never wanted to see Aya be so degraded the way that she is by him. Like, he actually really does not give a fuck about Aya, not at all, not one bit. Not one bit. And I tried to tell her this, woman to woman, like on some real shit, not being mean or nothing. The only thing that I could really get across to them in moments when I could was how he didn't care about them. But most of the time I had to go along with what he was wanting me to do or wanting me to say and stuff like that, because he doesn't want the truth to be lived. He doesn't want to live truth.
We know that, girl.
He doesn't want to live.
Tell us some good stuff.
In a right way. All of the knowledge that he says he teaches, all of these classes, all of these dry erase boards that he's conjuring up, that's just a face. That's people out there on Bigo, women out there on Bigo watching this man. That's a face. It's not what you think it is. If you want to join combination as a woman and be subjected to being degraded, not being listened to, not being actually self-expressive, you're actually expressing someone else's mind, someone else's life and what they want to do. If you want to be fake all the time, if you want to be someone's yes man, if you want to be someone's sex dummy, if you want to have children in a stressful environment where you're not receiving any medical attention and then your baby comes out as you have the dangers of having a stillbirth and the baby coming out with jaundice and all kind of negative shit. Don't put yourself in that situation. If you want to get pregnant, by one of those men, let alone Nature Boy, and then be casted out and then be fucked over and neglected and subjected to being a single mother.
They not nice to me,
Don't go in
Sissy
combination.
Douglas.
If you're a man,
They not
and you
nice
want
to
to get a
me.
combination, if you don't want to be emasculated, if you don't want your woman to be taken away from you, if you don't want to be considered a eunuch, if you don't want to be considered a eunuch, you know what a eunuch is? A eunuch is a man that's up under a king of a nation who does not have any sexual intercourse with a woman, who does not receive any woman, who never can be with a woman. It's only for labor, supplying the man. You're his slave. That's
Get
it.
out.
If
Can
you
you
don't want
tell
to be
us
considered
something?
a eunuch
This
as a
reminds
man,
me of season
don't
one
go.
of
If
Love
you
and Flip
want
Flops.
to be subjected to being fucking interrogated and talked to hours on in a
Yeah, she
room
is an
with all of
actress,
y'all,
Rossi. You know
15
that.
to 12 people at a time, 20 people at a time, and him dousing you with what he feel like you should know and his journey and his life and telling you his lifestyle his life experiences over and over and over and over and over and over again. Don't go. If you want to be subjected to being on camera on some fucked up
Hello, I'm
even
gonna talk
even
about
if
that
you
when
and your
this is
girl
finished,
going
Rossi.
through a
You know that
relationship
already.
issue, if you don't want to be put on camera and humiliated in any kind of way, don't subject yourself to carbonation. Do you know what I had to go through to get myself out all of the times that I left?
What?
It wasn't no easy leave for me. And then like other people have stories of how they left, but I'm gonna tell you my story of how I left.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
this is a lot of information right now, but I'm just gonna keep talking about it every day until awareness gets put out there about Nature Boy not being who he portraying himself to be. He's only using knowledge so that he can reel people in who don't know a lot about the details about the knowledge that he's speaking, so that he can reel them in to use what he wants to use them for. It has nothing
I
to
bet she slept
anybody in
less last
carbonation.
night.
It literally has nothing
And
to do with them. You
flashback.
might as well not even look at them as who they were or who they were before joining carbonation. You have to only look at them as the character Nature Boy has made them to be, because Nature Boy creates characters. He is not. It's not actually Kendra that's there. It's Sheba that's there. Kendra is gone. Kendra is dormant. Kendra is,
Hey, Miss Real.
and Nature Boy
How
would
you
like to
doing,
always
honey?
say it's your lower self versus your higher self. It even says if he wants to use the Bible to back up any kind of knowledge that he's implementing in these people's mind, brainwashing these people to live out, he will know that in the Bible it actually says if a man comes on the earth and tries to replace your name, your God-given birth name, that is somebody that you shouldn't be fucking with.
And what scripture is that?
There's also another
What's
verse
the
in the Bible
scripture?
where it says verbatimly, but not verbatimly, and
What's
I'm
the
not even
scripture?
saying exactly where it is because I don't know, but I know it's there because I've heard it from many people who on my journey after dealing with Nature Boy, that there will be many men that
Nature
come
Boy
in
Twin
my
Flame is
name,
babbling
and
again.
these people will claim to me, do not follow them. Now, people in combination, those people, even though they are recreations of Nature Boy's mind, they still naturally have thoughts. They still naturally have things that they think about. I've said on many occasions to Nature Boy that those people are not being 100% honest about how they truly feel. Those people are not being 100% honest about how they truly feel.
He don't want to
Nature
hear
Boy
their
and his
honesty,
ways.
girl. He want to hear what
Most
he
of the
want to
time they're
hear.
actually disagreeing with his ways, but because he provides a lifestyle as far as being in nature.
He provides
And
nature.
saying and
Okay.
using against them, if you go back to Babylon, you're going to hell and you're not going to be able to
Yeah,
get out.
yeah.
And
I'm going down the block. Don't worry
he will
about it,
play
Nature Boy.
savior. I'm your only way out. I'm your only ticket way out. He places fear in these people's hearts, and these people believe the fear. These people believe and fear him like they would fear God itself. In the Bible, it says, "Put no other God before me." This is a natural inclination that all of us have, whether we believe in the Bible or not, whether we were taught about Christianity or not, whether we was taught about a spirituality or religion or not. We all have natural insight. We all have natural,
Hey,
natural
Black
connection
Jade.
to God itself, to the supreme energy.
We're going to
itself.
say that when this is
Yes.
finished. We're going to
No,
say all
we're
that.
never supposed to worship no man, no woman. The only thing that we're supposed to be worshiping is what sustains the earth. Now, you can show reverence to a woman all day. You can show reverence to a man all day. But to worship them and believe that they are your Messiah and believe that they are your Savior, the way, the truth, and the light, this is a false prophet. In fact, and when I was there, I lost so much I lost all respect for Nature Boy. I even told him on an occasion, I said, I don't have no respect for you. I don't know how we gonna be in a relationship, and I don't have no type of respect for you.
And then he punched you dead in the mouth.
This wasn't something consciously that was happening, y'all. This was all subconscious.
He punched you dead in the mouth after that.
Subconscious. I was unraveling subconsciously because my soul is aligned with truth. My soul is actually aligned with goodness. It's actually aligned with righteousness, with balance.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I am or was in a negative situation, I wouldn't last long because I'm not meant for that.
Hey, Anne-Marie, tell me about it.
Situation, I'm probably meant to learn from it, but I'm not a child of evil. I'm not the child of demonic energy. I'm a child of God. I'm a child of righteousness. I'm a child of purity. So when it comes to Nature Boy and his effort in trying to take what's so spiritual, what's so righteous and so precious, and to turn it into something so demonic.
Oh, please. She had that baby in her hand. That don't count either.
And we really need to get together. Like,
she had that baby in her hand. That do not count.
The people there, it fucks with me a little bit to think about the people that's there, especially the women, because they've watched me go through a lot with Nature Boy. They've watched me get physically abused. They've watched me go through a lot of things. And, for them to not speak up about anything, for them to watch
and
me
what about you?
what I've been doing and turn a blind eye to the help that I was trying to implement when I was in the environment so that they can be more healthy than what they are right now, it's like a slap in the face. But I made a post that it said, this year, this time around the year, it's like trying to tell somebody in the house that if somebody in the house trying to save the person that's in the house by telling them that it's burning down.
That is true, Miss Real.
Person, in fact, knows that the house is burning down, but still chooses to decide to stay in the house knowing that it's burning down. Like, that's literally what I feel like. And I just want everybody in combination to know that what you're going through is not good. It's not what you're supposed to be experiencing on a spiritual journey. It's not righteous. It's not going into the right direction. As a person who was there and kept coming back in and out and had a baby with him to message to everybody in combination, it won't succeed. And it will perish because it's not anything of God. Like, it's not. And if you choose to keep allowing to support Nature Boy and give him reverence and call him your Messiah, you're going to be digging yourself in a more deeper hole because there's a lot of things that he's doing that can get him seriously caught up. It can get you caught up too because you're now becoming a person of what is it called? Accessory.
That's you.
You actually agree.
That's
the
you.
The difference with me is that I never agreed to anything.
No.
And
yes, you did. You are accessory.
Used on multiple occasions because of the disagreement with proof to back it up from all angles. So I would like to just expressing my feelings on how fucked up carbonation really is, how much of a fake environment it really is. When you actually get to carbonation, it's not, you go hiking in the woods, in the jungle, and you're expressing yourself, and you're so free, and No, it's actually a compound that Nature Boy has created through an Airbnb to keep y'all complacent and stagnant so that y'all can serve him in any kind of way that he wants, whether it's sexually or non-sexually, and do whatever it is that he wants to do with your soul while you express this 5 science bullshit carbonation curriculum that they want you to know the answers to. If anybody tries to come up to you and ask you about what you stand for and what is this called, what is this about, what is Nature Boy about, and stuff like this, that's all you're going to be doing. And then when you actually get to a place where you can hike in the water and be free and enjoy it, you'll probably get in trouble for some shit that doesn't make sense, because he wants everybody to be one mind, one cell, one mind, and it's only his mind or no mind. So at the end of the day, if there are people there who love it, there are people there who subject themselves to it, they actually want to be there. And that's unfortunate because it's not healthy for them. But you can never tell a person that something is unhealthy for them if they don't realize that.
Don't forget, guys, if you are new here, hit subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that like button. And if you want to leave a comment, drop a comment below. But if you are new here, hit that subscribe button like right now and help this channel grow so we can keep this good tea coming for you. Let's go. And don't forget to hit that like button. Let's get these likes up some. Can we get these likes up? Can we get these likes up some? So we can continue with the story. I guess everybody hit the like.
Themselves that it is unhealthy for them. That's scary, but it is what it is. And I know that there's much more things that I want to talk about. Like, is this all going to come out? I know it is. I'm going to, from this day forward, from February 27th, I'm going to take our time every day to make a video and to be consistent.
Get them beans, girl. Get them beans.
And when I make my
get them beans,
I'm going to be doing all kinds of things. I'm going to be doing tutorials, all the stuff that I want to create. I know that you guys know that I've always been into the van life. This was actually something Nature Boy used to manipulate me into getting to stay with him. He actually bought me a van and tried to use that as a bribing mechanism to get me to stay. Which I don't give a fuck. You could give me the sun, moon, and the stars. If it doesn't have substance, then I don't want it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to document my.
I still gotta do my Black History right after this. I'm still gonna do something exciting as soon as this is finished.
And put it on YouTube. And I'm gonna document my whole process. And I'm gonna document the garden that I'm gonna build. If I build a garden, anything that I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna document it, because I feel like ever since I was young, I was on Instagram. If you go to Nature Boy main Instagram page and you go all the way down, that's my Instagram page. This is the shit that I used to do before Nature Boy. I was always into nature. I was always into.
You want them beans, girl. You want them beans.
I was always into these things. I was somebody before Nature Boy. You know what I'm saying? If not greater. Someone greater than Nature Boy before I even joined them, because I wasn't really truly expressing who I truly was when I was with them. You guys didn't get to see the full me.
Okay.
You know?
For her.
You guys only got to see glimpses and parts of me. But
and that's pretty much everything, you know what I'm saying, that was said on the Bigo. It's some more to that too. I probably put it in the form of a video, stuff like that. It's some more other stuff that's going on too that we will get to that on this edition right here. I think this is part 24. Is this 24?
Now, she's a knock too. Me, every other word. She must need money. She's spilling. She ain't spilled. What beans she spilled? The only way he shot her up is to cash app her. She ain't spilled no beans. She ain't spilled not one bean. Y'all gotta remember, if she truly believe in what she's saying, then the same rule apply for you as I said about Sybil. Why didn't y'all go to that hospital and tell them doctors that she was physically abused? Why? And what y'all honest, because y'all all worried about your own self and your own beings. If y'all really truly wanted to see, the thing is with the loan scam, we don't know what's going to happen with that because we don't know if he's going to pay it back. We don't know if this Bigo outlet, as he was claiming earlier, that he's getting all his money every month, but he still got to buy food. He still got to buy, he still got to pay. He still has to pay bills. He gonna make y'all think that he's in the jungle, but he got to pay bills like everybody else. I don't care where you go. You got to pay bills. Even if you buy the land, you still got to pay bills. You still got to take care of the bills. You still got to pay taxes. So, and I don't care where you go. What country don't get taxes? So we don't know if he's going to pay the money back or not. But if everybody's saying he belongs in jail, the best way to get him in jail was to tell the Popo, Malia is your key. Malia is the key. You in New Orleans too. Supposedly Malia loan was due and he refused today. She is ill and he pushed her out. Rumors. 30,000. But we don't know. Like I said, we don't know if he's going to pay it, not going to pay it. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But one thing we do know is not near one of them went to that hospital and told the police or told her family that that girl was physically abused. If y'all really wanted to put him away, which none of you guys do not, none of y'all went to that hospital with the police. And none of you guys, even though this is not about Malia, but being that Malia is in the hospital and we're not going through everything that's wrong with her, but they're talking about the physical trauma. You guys seen her get beat and didn't do nothing. I can't see him paying back them loans neither, but I'm just saying, he would have been called in from Puerto Rico to answer to them charges. It would have been him saying that they didn't touch it and all the people that saw it. And the Velvet can press charges too. But they not. They want to make their money. Malia half dead. She want to make her money. Sybil thinks she's fly girl. She want to make her money. Velvet is hurt and ashamed. Hey, young world. The world is yours. But she's lost in a storm. She's lost and turned out. But she want to make her money too. Everybody just want to make their money. They just want to make their beans. So that's why we can't feel sorry for them. Yeah, we commentators. Yes, this is a reality show. Yes, we do watch reality show. Yes, we're about the shits. And no, we at this point in time of us watching this, we have nothing else better to do. So this is why we do this. But at the end of the day, ain't none of them saying nothing. They all about their beans. They all on video. They all want followers. They all want to make some money. So I don't want to hear about, oh, this person is so strong. Oh, we love you. Get the F out of here. Get out of she's sending her money. I'm sure a curse worker has been assigned by now to Malia's situation. Supposedly she told the doctors that she was in. No, she said she was not in a car wreck. She said she was not. Doctors were buying the fact that her organs was. No, she never said she was in a car accident. To my knowledge, I think her cousin, they asked her, was she in some type of accident? She said no. But the point is, everybody know what happened, and nobody ain't doing nothing. So at this point, we just gonna watch. Don't hope no more for his takedown. I know we waiting for the end of the story, and this storyline is him, Nature Boy himself his storyline of just doing what he do is being dragged out. It's being dragged out, and we waiting for a whole new story. Oh, I thought they said she said no. I could be wrong. I don't know, Black Jade. I don't know, but I could have sworn that she said no. But again, even if she did say that, we got eyewitnesses that prove otherwise. We have eyewitnesses that say otherwise. But nobody stepped up. Nobody stepped up. So don't get your hopes up too high. I wonder if she still tastes. I wonder if she still tastes with Leah Titty. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. I didn't want her to end up in the predicament that she is. Lies. Here go lying ass Sybil. Get out now. Okay, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? These people are all of them is full of shit. All of them is full of sugar, honey, iced tea. All of them are full of mess. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe that bullcrap. I ain't sitting back waiting for nobody to call the cops to do nothing. Because after everybody leave, Aquarius son, how are you? Hi, Tony. YouTube channel sent Malia's family a compilation of Malia's abuse. Let's hope they show it to the right people. According to her family, the doctor said Malia's injuries was due to a blunt force trauma. They sent it to her, but they didn't. They showed video. They didn't show her getting physically abused. That's not on tape, Aquarius son. They may have showed all the things that we saw, but we never, when the way Sybil told that story, we did not see that. We didn't see all the girls jumping on her and beating on her, but that is said on tape. That is said on tape by multiple people. That is documented. That is. So let's hope that documentation goes around what she said. But Velvet admitted herself, yeah, that was me who got beat up. Malia is still saying no. So we'll see how the story go. We shall see how the story go. But my thing is, why y'all ain't take her phone? We're not playing these type of games. Why you didn't take her phone? Y'all scared of her? Are you scared of her? Y'all didn't take that phone? Please. Please, please, please. I'm supposed to be doing my little Black history. And I got to come back on with my Black history. So I have to leave you guys now and then come back on because it's still Black History Month. I do my distractions in the daytime and I do my real content later. So if anybody's willing to come back on, that's fine with me. But we are finished with this. Until tomorrow, because Nature Boy is live. Yeah, Nature Boy is live. So he got something to say. So we'll see that tomorrow. But I got to come back on with my Black history for today. So I see you guys back in a little bit. Thank you guys, all of you guys for being here. And I appreciate all of you guys. And if you enjoy the content, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you forgot to hit that like button, hit that like button. If you want to leave a comment down below, leave a comment down below. But I got to go. Peace.